I wish I had any boys.
Unless you've been under a rock for the past year, you know that COVID has kind of infected our daily lives in so many ways. People in my sector, we've been regulated to working from home, which, thankfully we can still do. That enabled us to keep our jobs, unlike a lot of people who found themselves unemployed. And I'm sure, like a lot of other remote workers, I've been spending a lot of time in my basement. Like I said, while I'm thankful I can work from home, the daily routine gets monotonous. The days kind of tend to just blur into one another. Even on the weekends, without activities that we're supposed to be doing, it gets dull. Thankfully, there's light at the end of the tunnel. COVID vaccines are now being doled out. I got mine last week, the Johnson & Johnson, just a couple days before they decided to put a pause on that, so good timing on my part. Previously, when I was working from home full-time, and I would get a bit stir crazy, the wife would actually recognize what was going on, and she would take me out to meet up with some friends at the local pub. However, that's no longer an option. Not only are you supposed to still keep social distancing, but our pub closed down. They are not going to reopen. There's been some weeks where it gets a little stir crazy. Thankfully, I have a good friend who gave me an opportunity to break up the monotony of my gray walls and my one little basement window that looks out at my neighbor's deck. And I took him up on it. And I'm going to let my past self show you where we were at. So I've gotten out of the basement for a little bit at least. Thanks to the generosity of a very good friend. I am at his house now. I'm actually sitting in the room where I'll be working, and as you can see, there's lots of natural light because there's lots of natural windows, and let me show you this view. Yeah, it may be frozen, but that is a gorgeous lake. This will be what I get to look out at in the coming days and maybe weeks. I have a kind of a carte blanche on how long to stay here. I don't imagine it'll be more than 2 or 3 weeks at most, but it'll be a nice change of pace. I've been up in New Hampshire for 2 weeks now. It's a working vacation. I've been working the entire time. But today I'm gonna get out, explore. I think I'm gonna head towards Mount Washington and then down through Vermont. And I've been up in this area before, but when it was summer, so obviously it's a little chillier now. So it'll be good to see what it's like up here. And it's late winter. It's middle of March, so.
Come along.
It's not exactly a typical travel video. Not that I've done anything typical, I guess. I've only got like 3 videos at this point. But if you've made it to the end of this, I thank you. But the big thanks goes to Bart and his wife, Kathy. You guys let me crash at your place for 3 weeks, and it was the most relaxing, restful, peaceful time I've had. So it was very much needed and very much appreciated. I can't thank you guys enough. Take care.